A lot of religious people I talk to, when speaking on the subject of religion and atheism, they tell me that atheism is a religion in and of itself. Now, quoting the Merriam-Webster, religion is defined as being in the service of a god or supernatural. Now, in atheism, of course, for the atheists out there that do, for the people out there that are atheists, we don't have any special holidays. We don't have any special beliefs. I mean, there's no guidelines. We have no rules against food. We have no rules against who you can sleep with, how you can sleep with them, on what day you can sleep with them, on what day you have to worship, who you have to pay money to all the time. Those rules just don't exist in religion. I mean, you can be anything and be an atheist. Atheism is simply described as the lack of theism, the lack of a belief in God or the supernatural. To call atheism a religion, as I saw a comment on the internet a few days ago, is like saying off is a channel. I mean, it just makes absolutely no sense. Don't get me wrong, there can be militant atheism, people that are out there and they're trying to convert people, but in the past little while, ever since I've started first doing these videos, the discussions I've had with people on YouTube on top of G+, it's just trying to convert is just essentially, I'm beginning to think it's a lost cause. If someone wants to truly open their mind, then they're going to open their mind. If someone is truly receptive to the reality that we live in, to the evidence that's put before them, then they're going to read it for themselves. They're going to understand. Religion closes people's minds, and that's one of my biggest issues with it. It closes people off to the wonder and for lack of a better word, the majesty, the magic that science brings. Just that inner spirituality, if you will, when you look at a Hubble telescope. When you look at one of the photos from that, it's just amazing. When you look through a microscope and you see like these viruses and microorganisms, it's truly amazing. And to think that we evolved from these, it's in the words of Christopher Hitchens, it's a lot more majestic than say a burning bush. I mean, if you have any God-fearing friends out there, any religious friends out there, of course we all do, then getting into a religious debate with them is just it's the ultimate taboo that could end friendship right then and there. But I feel that people should be more open. The fact that religion closes one's mind to any outside thoughts, that strong dogma that they're forced to follow. I mean, the Jews have to eat certain things. They have to worship on a certain day. The Christians have to say Hail Marys to be forgiven. I mean, the Muslims have to pray, I think, 2 to 3 times a day. That's quite ridiculous. I mean, if you just open your mind, just look at the evidence around, you just see that the world is a lot more majestic than your religion would propose. To blame all these things on an almighty creator is to doubt your humanity. It's to really put a damper on you as a human being. And to go and call atheism a religion is just obscene in my opinion. I'm not religious in any sense of the word. I mean, I'm a lot of things. I mean, but I'm also an atheist. And a lot of people have made this point. I mean, to even have the word atheism is, I mean, there's no special word for not believing in leprechauns. There's no special word for not believing in unicorns. There's no special word for not believing in the tooth fairy. But we just don't believe in it. It never turns into a big thing. We don't get a title for it. We don't get a name for it. There aren't people arguing over, I believe in the tooth fairy. She gives me money every time I lose a tooth. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, and in a sense, that's what we believe. That when we talk to Christians and, they get so angry and worked up over the fact that we're arguing with them over their faith. in a supernatural being, I mean, essentially that's akin to us arguing with a child over the existence of Santa or the Tooth Fairy. I mean, it's really just ridiculous. No disrespect to anyone out there. Don't get me wrong, I have been disrespectful in my other videos. I'm trying to tone that down a little bit. I just, in the words of Dawkins, the only thing you can do, man, just open your mind to evidence, at the very least. You know, if you continue to want to have your religious beliefs, by all means. If you continue to want to worship your God, by all means. But at the end of the day, just don't be ignorant. You know, don't be so militant in your religion that you close yourself off to science, that you close yourself off to the workings, the true workings of the world in reality. You know, to deny reality is, I mean, it's to deny your own humanity at the end of the day. You know, so just remember, keep your mind open. That's the most important thing.